It's a good thing because we're going to get the losses out of our system so that we can go 12-5 when the games start counting.
How your defense look?
I told you.
How your defense look with Dan Quinn?
Dan who?
No, you talking about the defense. Oh, we got Dan Quinn.
Is that how it works? Get the L's out of the way now? Okay, I promise we'll get to the Cowboys. We're also getting to the Clippers big trade. But first, we have to talk about this guy named Tebow. His debut at tight end may not have gone as well as he liked. Tebow played the second most snaps at tight end for the Jaguars, but he finished with no receptions, and this block attempt, well, it went viral all weekend, mostly for the wrong reasons. So, Shannon, give Tebow a letter grade for the block.
Let's give the block speak for itself. It's not NFL quality. It's not high school quality. It's not college quality. There's nothing, and I understand, and I see people say, well, he got the job done. That's not how it works. Preseason is an opportunity for you to work on your technique. And this is why I said, Skip, I needed the preseason. And maybe some people didn't need the preseason. But this was my opportunity to work on the technique, to get my timing, to get my rhythm, to get my breathing route right, to understand. Because you have to understand, you look at the guy that he blocked, that's not Myles Garrett. That's not J.J. Watt. I can assure you, had that been one of those guys, they would have taken Tim Tebow and threw him into the running back. I don't know if his job was to seal. If his job was to seal, you use the left shoulder. If it was to kick out, you use the right shoulder. And I understand, in his head, Skip, it's hard. As a quarterback, what do you always taught? Never use your throwing shoulder to make a tackle or to make a block. You always do the opposite shoulder. So if something happens, you still might be able to play. But if something happens to your throwing shoulder, and that's in the back of his mind, Skip, but that's not good enough. I can assure you, if that was a normal tight end and he put forth that effort in a preseason game, come Tuesday, he'd be on the waiver wire.
That's not Tim Tebow.
Not Tim Tebow. No. I don't believe that'll be Tim Tebow. Because, first of all, Urban gave him that opportunity. It shows you, Skip, and that's what I've tried to tell people. Only you, Tim Tebow, and Tebow Mania thinks he's so talented as an athlete that he can switch positions at the age of 34 and legitimately make an NFL roster with nothing given to him. He would not even give it an opportunity because it's just too hard. And I get Logan Thomas, but Logan Thomas said, you know what, I'm not going to be a quarterback. I'm going to try to make an NFL team as a tight end. And he put forth the effort. That's not effort. That's showing me somebody that has no desire to block. There's another block in the game that he looked even as bad, if not worse than this. Skip, this is embarrassing. And guys are looking at Urban Meyer. First of all, they looked at him sideways when he brought Tim Tebow on. And after they see this, I don't know how many of them that saw this, it went viral. I don't know how many of them going to be in the meeting room and watch this. But if they see this and he's still on the roster after Tuesday, they're going to look at Urban as like, man, you a joke.
Think there'll be a mutiny?
I think there'll be no mutiny. Urban has, Shad Khan, the owner, has given him total control. Urban likes to run things his way, Skip. That's why he tries to do it. He's already gotten in trouble. Brought the Iowa strength and conditioning coach on after he had gotten in trouble in Iowa and got dismissed. He tried to have these practices with the NFL says we're not going to have these practices in training camp and OTAs. Urban is used to doing things his way because he has that kind of control at Florida, at Ohio State. But there's different ways you have to do things in the NFL. But, Skip, this was bad. You know it was bad. Everybody that saw it know it was bad. You want to take back what you said, but you think Tim Tebow could not block me? Okay.
I don't, actually, because I haven't gotten to speak yet. You said, I know it's bad, but I haven't spoken a word yet. And I don't know that block was bad, but I'll explain that if you're going to give me the floor.
I'll give you the floor.
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead, give me the floor.
All right. Before I launch upon this, I would like to step back and say that once again, this proves my point. No athlete I've ever covered or closely observed has ever detonated the sports world to the love side and the hate side the way Timothy Richard Tebow continues to do it at age 34 as he is trying to be a quote-unquote tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've never seen anything quite like what happened on Saturday evening. We had 10 preseason games being played on Saturday afternoon into the evening. 10 games, and they featured Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence, obviously, in this game. and my man Trey Lance in another game, which was San Francisco against Kansas City, and Trey Lance threw an absolute lightning bolt of a rocket of a pass for an 80-yard touchdown.
Right.
And it trended a little bit, but this trended on top. This just got legs and was fueled by its own fire. And before I knew it, it's going to the top of the trends. And it stayed there all night long. We are talking about a block, quote-unquote block, thrown by Tim Tebow, number 85, He's actually the tied for fourth-string tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Right. Okay, so that's the perspective of what just happened on Saturday evening. Right. And we are actually leading our show Undisputed on Monday morning with this, and I'm happy to do it because I am happy to try to make my case for what I saw on the block, and I'm obviously not an NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame tight end like Shannon Sharp is sitting across from me, but this is what I saw on said block. I saw a third-string left defensive end named Curtis Weaver, once upon a time a fifth-round pick of the Dolphins who's bounced around, got waived by the Dolphins, wound up with the who are they playing? I can't even think of who they're playing.
Browns.
The Browns, yeah, this Cleveland Browns. Okay, so he's the Browns. He's the third-string left defensive end. And on said play, Curtis Weaver, I don't know what defense was called because I was not in the defensive huddle, but he crashes down. Right. And I don't know if that's the defense called or if he just sort of lost his mind in a preseason game. Yeah. And he just almost stumbles down the line of scrimmage to his right. And he's careening sideways, and Tim Tebow